Yeah, I mean, on and off over the 3 years that I've been coming to you, there's been various stresses in my life, both work and home, and you've helped me deal with all of them. We've used a variety of techniques, including EFT and hypnotherapy and acupuncture, all of which I've seen the benefit of, and I'm now in such a happy place, happier than I've been in a very long time. There's been many changes made to my life with your support. So yeah, again, thank you.
Yeah, I first came to you must be a couple of years ago now, I think, after a relationship breakdown, and I got some therapies from you to help me cope with the emotional aspects of that. You did a lot of the emotional freedom techniques with me to help me get through the issues within me that were upsetting me.
Yeah.
Also had some acupuncture from you to help with some physical symptoms.
So Sarah, how have you found the techniques that we've been using throughout the period?
I think the different techniques that you've suggested will be helpful for me for various problems have been really, really good, because sometimes I don't always know what the problem is. It could be something in my life that's changed and it's making me a bit anxious or worried, and then once I've told you, you suggest a treatment for that, which will then help and give me ways of coping with that when I'm away from here. Like, I've recently had some job interviews where you've given me some anchoring points to help me with the sort of nervousness that you get before a job interview, which has been really, really useful. You've given me sort of coaching skills to help cope with the anxieties that I've been feeling outside, with sort of financial worries, daily stresses, that sort of thing. I think, you know, the last sort of couple of years I've definitely improved within my physical being by coming to see you and having lots of treatments from you. It's helped me to cope with general life.
Well, to be honest, my wife found your website on the internet and came to see you from there, and I found that it helped her in a positive way. So I thought I'd try and make an appointment and see if I could help with my colitis problem. So I came down, we had a consultation, which was good. From there I thought it was just a few muscle problems I was having that just needed like loosening up or whatever, but it turned out to be a lot more than that. It was more mentally the way I was looking upon life itself, anxiety, loads of little issues which you helped me understand and see what was going on with them.
Okay. Do you want to describe how was the colitis affecting your life?
The colitis, to be honest, it was running my life. For the last 7 years I've had it, I was finding that I couldn't plan anything ahead, to go shopping or to spend the day with my wife or to go and see any of my friends and relatives. I couldn't do any of that unless I woke up in the morning to ask my body how I was feeling. Really, it was running my life. It was a nightmare, to be honest.
So how was it impacting on people around you?
Well, they were a bit fed up with me, thinking, is he going to turn up or isn't he? And I think my wife was quite frustrated, thinking, you know, are we going to go today or aren't we? So she was living life on the edge, where I had to tell her last minute, we're going or aren't we?
Okay, and what were your journeys like?
My journeys, well, they weren't good, to be honest. I'd get into a panic thinking, am I going to need to use the washroom facilities? On the journey, then I had to physically plan, you know, where the stops are, and prepare myself, will I make it to that stop if I need to go? So I wasn't having a good journey, to be honest. I really didn't like doing long journeys. Round Coventry, I'd psych myself up to go to the shops or whatever. But anything out of Coventry, I wasn't interested in going.
And now?
And now I could go to London and back, not a problem.
And how is your condition?
My condition, I'd say, is 85–90% better. Definitely.
Okay, and how do you feel in yourself?
I feel a lot better and calmer.
Yeah.
I feel that it's not going to control me anymore, that I'm going to control it, tell it that this is what's happening.
Okay.
And that's working, and that's with your help.
Well, we did a bit of coaching because we needed to look at various aspects of your life. So do you want to talk about how it affected your work life?
My work life, it affected too. I find after speaking with you, I find that I can go to work, have a good time, not worry about my health. Whereas before I was letting my health control me, and with my health I'd probably end up taking out on a few other people to make me feel better. So that's not happening, and I think everyone around me feels a lot more comfortable hanging around with me, thinking, yeah, you know what, this guy's okay.
Right, and what about the personal life?
Personal life has had a big impact. I think my wife was actually tiptoeing around me for the last 6–7 years. And I think now she's thinking, you know what, this is actually the guy I married, not the guy that I got stuck with or anything like that. So it's made a big difference,
Okay.
definitely. I'm finding after your treatments, my energy levels have gone way up. Before I'd get home from work and I'd feel shattered, I'd just want to go to sleep. Whereas now I feel like doing stuff, you know, a bit of cooking, maybe just go out for a movie or something to eat, which I would never ever do before. So that's made a big difference in my life, and I think my wife's thinking, is this guy, you know, got an energy boost all of a sudden, which is good. And secondly, I feel a lot calmer. My mood swings, before I was finding, because of my colitis, because I was letting it rule me, I think I was having mood swings, so I'd end up taking out on various few people here and there, which I'm finding that's way under control now. I'm not just lashing out or having any of these mood swings anymore, which is a big positive after your treatments. And I'm finding under a bit of pressure, maybe at work, if I'm rushing around or anything like that, I'm finding I'm handling it a lot more calmer and more constructively, whereas before maybe I'd blow, you know, just throw my toys out of my pram or something. So I'm finding I'm doing that a lot better now as well. And physically I feel better, to be honest. Before if I'd got a pain in my shoulder or in my back somewhere, that would really drag me down. And I'm also finding, before I was walking around tense, at the time I couldn't feel tense, but now, because everything's relaxed after your treatments, I'm finding that, am I slouching? Whereas I'm not slouching, it's actually everything's relaxed and it's the way it should be. So I'm finding my body's, when I sleep, I'm finding everything's recovering better now, because I'm a lot more relaxed, not tense, so I'll sleep better as well. So it's made a big difference. Thank you very much.
Felt completely out of balance, demotivated, and unable to express or think about why. But through a range of treatments, I was able to, what it did was empower me to see the areas of my life which needed attention, limiting beliefs and habits that I had, and empowered me to meet the challenges that presented to me. and transform the way that I
We've been doing coaching with you predominantly, yeah? How have you found it?
I found it amazing. I mean, I had a lot of issues in my life that I needed to deal with, and I came from a space that had a lot of negative energy. I wasn't able to see clearly. Personal coaching has given me a lot of positive energy and a new perspective on how to move forward and how to think more positively and reach my goals with that positive energy. I feel I'm a changed person. I feel much stronger and more confident and able to tackle a lot of issues which I probably wouldn't have done without the coaching. I've definitely seen an amazing change in myself, and a lot of people have also mentioned to me that I've changed dramatically.
Also, do you think there's a little bit more balance in your life?
Definitely. I feel more happy within myself and more balanced as a person. And definitely more confident.
Yeah. Usually after we've done a little bit of coaching, I finish off with clinical hypnotherapy with you.
Right.
And we reinforce the work that we've done. How do you find the relaxation, and how do you find you are afterwards?
Right, the relaxation is absolutely amazing. It takes you to a completely different level. You don't really feel that you are in this dimension at all. It takes you to a completely different dimension, and you feel so relaxed. And it just changes your energy completely. You feel more positive and more optimistic and more cheerful about facing life and life's challenges.